It is a fine, super fine day here in Southwest PA. Look at the trees. Look at the trees, dude. They look awesome. And they, well, you know what? I'm sure they smell awesome too. You know, every once in a while you gotta stop and you gotta smell the flowers. Worth it. 100% worth it. Now, what are we gonna talk about today? I guess it's just going to be a drive around day. Going to be a voiceover. I can only talk like this for so long because obviously I'm not, you know, driving or whatever. But oh man, what a hey, what's up, girl? What's up, girl? You're not a girl, you're a boy. Your chain is horrible. I can't wait to get that fixed. I gotta call and get that done. I'm not going to show you the chain because it's that bad and I'm super duper embarrassed. Alright guys, so unfortunately I had to do the video like this because the GoPro died and I lost the video of the last ride, but this is the morning of, so it's kind of like the same thing. I do want to apologize for the audio. This is not my typical audio setup. Unfortunately, I'm kind of going through some problems with the GoPro and the audio, so I need a new GoPro and first world problems and all that. So I do apologize for that, and we'll be working to correct this issue. But in today's video, what I would like to do is I like to tell you something, and I want to tell you this in the most heartfelt, sincere way I can possibly say this. Slow the fuck down. It is April 6th, and so far in my area, I have seen on Facebook 7 or 8 motorcycle crashes. That is insane. And if these pictures do line up with the actual crash, these are single vehicle accidents, meaning there are no other parties involved. And it is, you know, with all respect to the deceased and all respect to the families, it's probably rider fault, man. It's probably rider fault. These pictures also look very high impact, meaning speed was involved. I'm not a crash reconstructionist, but I do got the book, and it's a pretty interesting book. But you can just tell, like when your forks are touching your rear seat, that's a problem. It's a very high impact accident. And you know, there's a paradox, I think, with riding motorcycles, and that is riding a bike is super easy. You always heard the phrase riding a pedal bike, riding a bike is so easy, you never forget it. Same thing with a motorcycle, excluding the turns and, like, you know, watching out for traffic and intersections and lane position. Regarding all of that, motorcycle riding is easy. And, you know, that's why I always had a problem with that term throttle therapy. The idea that you're going to get on a bike and all your problems are going to, you know, disappear for whatever reason it is. You should always know what you're doing. You should always know you're on a bike. But, you know, we are human, and I think something that we have to understand is if you are a seasoned rider, meaning you cannot ride year-round for whatever reason, and you come back into your new riding season, you are not as good as a rider as you were in the beginning of your new season as you were at the end of your last season. I.e., you are a better rider the end of your last season than you are at the beginning of your new season. We need to really take some time. I think a month is, you know, okay, but, you know, probably, you know, a month and a couple days or a week or whatever till you get back to how you were, your skill set. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying to ride how you were riding back then, because remember, late summer, the roads are hot. We're in spring where the air is warm, but the roads are not warm. This situation here, the roads are even colder than the ambient air temperature because there's water on the road. You see fog beside me, so you know that the water on the road is evaporating. That's taking heat energy out of the road itself, making the road even colder. Even when you're riding and your tires are warmed up, those roads are still cold. in general this time of year. So, you know, I'm not saying to ride like that, but you can really understand where you're at, and you're kind of be back where you were at, you know, mentally as a rider too, because, you know, a lot of these crashes too, you know, without, you know, I don't want to criticize somebody that can't defend themselves, so I'm not trying to do that, man, but they are single vehicle accidents, and some of them you can clearly see they went off a road. They misjudged a turn and they didn't know how to handle that situation. You should always know how to handle whatever situation you're in. You always heard, don't outrun your headlights, meaning don't go faster than you should at night, and you should not exceed your speed limit for your braking ability. I mean, that's what I'm saying is, if you're going to go fast, you best know how to stop fast. You can stop in a corner, man. They teach you that in that MSF course. Like, these are skills that you really should brush up on. Use April as a good, like, basic training kind of month to just really hone in on the skills. Practice a couple emergency brakes. Feel what it feels like to lock your rear tire up. Feel what it feels like to lock your front tire up if you don't have the ABS. Feel what these situations feel like. Practice your emergency swerving, so whenever you come out into the field, it's all natural. If you're coming into a turn too hot, and the first thing that you're doing, your first action, is thinking, oh fuck, you're not in a very good situation, man. Think of life as like a turn-by-turn strategy game, and you only get so many actions per turn. Saying oh fuck is an action. That time it took to think, process, all that fun stuff might only be an 18th of a second or 100th of a second. Distance, time is speed. So you're still traveling a distance while you're thinking oh fuck, you know what I'm saying? So practicing these skills, really knowing what's going on, how to emergency brake, how to emergency swerve, all these things, man. I mean, I know in this video here I end up going a little fast, I get a little antsy. I'm having a good time. You know, I am fully comfortable with my skill set with the bike. I'm not exceeding my skill set. My tires are good. I have real good rain tires. I love to run conditions like this. Like, I do ride year round, and I like riding in messed up conditions, man. I think it makes you a better rider. I highly recommend you ride in the rain. Like, just ride in the rain, man. It will make you so much of a better rider. I'm telling you, it will make you so much of a better rider. And that's the thing too, if you accidentally get caught in the rain and you don't know how to ride in the rain, well, that's no fun. So just ride in the rain, practice, and just slow down, guys. You know, I share this video with somebody who might be starting their season as a friendly reminder, or just tell them. You don't even got to give me credit. Just tell them to slow the fuck down, man. It's only April. It's only April. I got a lot of plans for the channel. I want to see your motovlogs. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I just checked the analytics and we just hit 2,000 subs. That'll probably go down and then go back up, but thank you guys so much for subbing up. If you're here because of the full rev videos, those aren't my typical videos, but those are videos that I do want to incorporate throughout the year. The rest of my channel, I do more like Ninja 650 specific content, safety content, and trips. I have some other plans, like a podcast coming this October. I say this, I just said it, so now I have to hold myself to that. We'll do like January, because I only want it to be a few episodes. I don't want it to be very long. I want to talk with some of you guys. So if you are interested in that, let me know. I know I talked to somebody else and they expressed interest in it, and things just kind of fell through, again, financially. But the whole rant was to say thank you if you came to those this video because of those kinds of videos. Then, you know, this is the channel, so thank you guys. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Again, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And just once again, guys, slow the fuck down just for a little bit. All right, just for a little bit. Let's enjoy the season. Again, I'm very much looking forward to your motovlogs. If you're a new motovlogger and you found this channel, let me know. I love to see your vlogs. I like watching vlogs, man. I still watch a lot of motovlogs, probably more than I should, to be honest with you. But anyways, I'm rambling, and I will see you in the next one.